Passionate Healthcare Providers Educational Series.
The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, is a global multi-level marketing company with a presence across the globe. Surpassing 2.2 trillion Korean won in global sales and with a global membership of 15 million, Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Atomy Hemohim surpassed 2 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, ranked #1 in domestic health functional food exports. With 19 international patents for a single product, it is forging a unique history in the realm of health functional foods. Absolute Skincare, which has become one of the best-selling cosmetics in the industry with sales of 100 billion Korean won every year since its launch. Absolute Cell Active Skincare received King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office in 2021 for the first time in the cosmetics industry and was selected as world-class product for next generation, selected by Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy in 2022. Atomy practices customer-centered management in all its business activities, and such efforts were recognized by the acquisition of its customer-centered management certification for 3 consecutive years, which is a unique accomplishment in the industry. Starting with the US branch in 2010, Atomy is a global company that opened 26 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, Europe, etc., with 15 million members worldwide. In 2023, Atomy opened its EU branch and has plans for global expansion with a focus on Africa, Latin America, and emerging markets. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. As the next generation broadcaster bridging online and offline realms, the Success Seminar manifests Atomy's vision for members worldwide. It presents a vision of global success that transcends time and space by merging business and culture. The ACT project has been initiated to cultivate global leaders and empower our active members around the world. Atomy is dedicated to providing full support for fostering global business activities. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies, such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Atomy strives to minimize its environmental impact across all business activities through policies like transitioning products to zero plastic and introducing eco-friendly smart packaging solutions, with the goal of becoming a global eco-friendly leader. Sharing is a mission that all companies must fulfill. As a result of its consistent annual giving for the last 3 years, Atomy has secured the #1 rank in the distribution industry for donations as a percentage of revenue among the top 500 companies in the country. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work career. Atomy's executives, employees, partnering companies, and members all practice sharing together to improve the lives of all members of society. Wherever sharing is needed around the world, global branches will be united to support happiness for all. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are Proud Atomy.
We are Proud Atomy. I like that part. We are Proud Atomy. Now then, we had a couple of people that want to share their success story, indeed. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with Reverend Randall first, and so she can share. And then let me see, it was Reverend Randall, somebody with a Samsung phone. I don't know who that was, but they can be second. And then Sammy, is it Sammy?
It was me.
Sammy. Okay, good. Okay, all righty. Definitely, you'll be second. So we have three testimonies. So, okay. Now, Reverend Randall, you have the stage to share. Show some love.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to share tonight about my experience with the toothpaste. I was doing a grilled cheese sandwich one night last week, and I put my hand in the oven and the broiler was on. I was on the top shelf, and it burnt, it cinched my finger next to my thumb. And it turned white, and it smelled just like skin and hair burning. So I snatched it out and I ran upstairs and I put the toothpaste on, and the burning stopped. I have not had a blister. It has not festered up or anything. So I praise God for that.
Wow.
Amen.
Wow. Immediately.
Amen.
Immediately.
Yes.
You put that toothpaste on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing.
And
Indeed.
tonight I was slicing a tomato, and for some reason I was not being careful, and I cut my finger, went upstairs, rinsed the blood, put the toothpaste, stopped bleeding, not hurting, and it has a film that's coming over it.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. I tell you what, why don't you just move the toothpaste down to the kitchen? Because you need one in the kitchen drawer. So okay. So now we know we need to take our toothpaste on our picnics, and we need to keep a tube in the kitchen. My. And maybe outside when we grilling. Okay? Keep a tube of toothpaste. Yeah, 'cause all that running upstairs, cuts and burns. Yeah, you just keep yours downstairs. All right? Okay, cool. That'll work. Buy one of them little 4 packs, the little small one. All righty. Now then, all right. Now, awesome. Who's to be second?
Hi, how are you?
Doing
I'm
well.
going to give a testimony regarding someone I'm helping. The gentleman was 450 pounds plus, and he's the one in the nursing home. And so I sent him a bunch of stuff. Uh, he says that hemo him. He said, "Ooh wee." He said, "Give him all kind of energy." And so he has the hemo him, the milk thistle, the vitamin C, the noni, and a few other products that I just, because I'm not looking at my invoice, so I can't tell you. But he, the milk thistle and the other things, he says, it's passing. Now he was losing weight anyway, but he's only been on it for about maybe 2 weeks, week and a half, and he's not taking it the way someone told me he should take it, like extra, based on he's big. So he should have like triple up, double up. He's taking it according to how it is on the box or bag or whatever. And he says he dropped another 5, 7 pounds. Now, mind you, he's been in this nursing home for a couple of years now. And so it took him all these years just to go from where he was to that, and 2 weeks to drop 7 pounds. And he's exercising his legs, and he can keep his legs up in the air for at least 2 minutes. I don't even wear nothing near there. I said, I don't know if I can keep my legs up for 2 minutes. He's doing good. And so the other thing I want to say, it has nothing to do with vitamins, but I like washing my vegetables off. I like the champagne grapes, and I put just a little time of the dish liquid in there, and I swish it around, and I can see a film of a color coming off my fruits. Whether it's that or my cherry tomatoes, I can see something that they got sprayed on there coming off. And then the tomato, when I feel it afterwards, when I rinse it really well, it has like that clean sound, squeaky sound. It's not like something was sprayed on it and it's slick. Okay. And so I just want to say I think that is very good. Now that Brillo pad, the soft pad with the rough side on the other side, I have what you would call, I guess it's porcelain type of cup. It has those little tiny dots on the outside. And if you put tea or coffee, especially coffee in there, even though you're cleaning it, it has a film that's like going inside and a discoloration. I took that pinch of dish liquid, I let it soak for a minute because I was doing something else, and then I just was rubbing, paying no attention. I looked again when I rinsed it. That light brownish color was gone. It's taking it right off, totally right off. And even when I have my loose tea in like it's like a tea ball, except for it's not a ball, but it's still made of the same, silver. And I put it in my cup, and I was like, oh boy, this has got because I use sassafras teas, and I said, well, it has that orangey look on it. Some said, wash that thing. I washed it in the inside. It's back to spark, and I'm not scrubbing either. Yes, I'm using the rough side, but I'm not scrubbing it hard. And then my last thing about that dish liquid is when you get a plastic container, and let's say you want to save leftovers of like spaghetti with the sauce in it, it creates a tomato stain in your plastic, Tupperware or whatever you have. I let that soak for a couple of minutes, like I always do in the past. And when I went to think, oh, let me try to rub how much I can get out of it, it was just about clean.
Wow.
So it may not be about health, but when you can clean your utensils and things well, that does have a lot to do with your health because you're not leaving whatever residue inside on it or what have you. So I just wanted to say that and share.
Okay. On this program, we testify about all the products. It could be skincare, it could be, you know, it could be the food. We just tell it all. So as far as health is concerned, it adds to a healthy environment, a healthy feeling. It's a wonderful thing, you know, to see such success in different areas, even with that dishwashing liquid. I love it myself, especially with doing my grapes that I love so much and everything. And but also in the bathroom too. I'm sure you got some testimonies as far as that is concerned. I mean, I got about 3 or 4 different spray bottles, you know. So when I need something, there it is. Okay, so let's go with Sammy at this time. You may unmute your mic.
Well, let me start by giving a shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus.
Indeed.
He is the healer. I'm a type 2 diabetic, and when I had my A1C checked in February, my A1C was 7.3. If you know anything about diabetes, your doctor wants you at 7 at the highest, but to be healthy, you need to be in the sixes. And so I got a little fussing at, but 7.3 was what it was. It is what it is. And that was in February. And I was introduced to Atomy in May. And I decided I would try the HemoHim because I saw a video of a young man in Canada that lowered his A1C. He did something I would never do. He quit taking his diabetes medications and started doing HemoHim. But that impressed me quite a bit. So I decided to register with the company, and I began to take the HemoHim in the 1st of June. And the amount that I take, even to this day, is one little packet every 3 hours, every day, until I've consumed a whole small box. So I take 6 of those packets every day, one every 3 hours. I drink the noni juice 3 times a day, and I take my ginseng every morning as part of my wake up. And at 2 times during the day, I will have my apple phenon jelly stick because that has the ability of reducing the fat around your internal organs. And I went back to the doctor last month, and my A1C was 6.2, and I lost 30 pounds.
And you lost 30 pounds?
I lost 30 pounds.
Okay.
I have
All
more
right.
energy. I have more, I don't get tired in the middle of the day. On my birthday in January, I'll be 75.
Oh, praise the Lord.
And
Indeed.
I want you to know that I'm part of a team of people in the Atomy business called the Amazing Team, and you're going to hear amazing things about us. And that's all I got.
Amazing. Now, okay, name those products again. You said Hemohim,
HemoHim,
Noni, uh-huh.
the noni juice 3 times a
Right.
day. Drink the noni juice.
Okay.
There's a ginseng that is in it's like a granule inside of a little tube,
Right.
and they also have it available in Korea. I've ordered from the Korean G Mall, and they have it with a substance called banana, and the ginseng with banana helps lower your blood sugar. And also every morning, I take the Atomy Blood Sugar Cut Bitter Melon, which isn't available in
Wow.
the US, but is
Right.
available in Korea. And
Okay.
the Apple Phenom Jelly Stick, it tastes like the old Jolly Rancher sour apple
Yeah.
candy. Um, I
Right.
I consume two of those a day, one around lunchtime and one before I go to bed.
You lost 30 pounds.
And I lost 30 pounds.
Wow.
And that's over a four
Now,
month period of time.
okay. Now, you mentioned the red ginseng. Do you do the Hong Song Dong?
Yes,
That particular one. Okay, how many of those you do a day?
I just do one in the morning.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay.
I
We
combine,
have
I get myself a glass of water, half a glass of water. I
right.
dissolve that in the water. I add a mega vitamin C.
Okay.
I add a fine zyme to go with
Hmm.
that. And that's part of my morning routine.
Right.
I use that to drink to get the bitter melon down because it's not called bitter melon for nothing.
Oh, because they come in those little rollerball type things, the Bill and
Well,
Melon.
it's
So
in a little tiny granule and there's a little packet.
right. Right.
And you put it,
So
I don't dissolve it, I just put it in my mouth and it's bitter.
and yeah, you put it in your mouth and wash it down right away.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't let them things melt in your mouth.
No, no, you don't want to do that.
Right, right, right. So I would, okay, we have several testimonies with the regiment that you're doing. The only difference is with the Hong Song Dong, they're doing 2 to 3 a day, 2 to 3 a day. So for the next, let's say, let's say, uh, until you go back to your doctor again, we would really encourage you. You might want to step it up on that because the last testimony that we had with that, but like I say, the only difference is they did the Hong Song Dong more than one time. But I believe that it will decrease even more because we got some good testimony. It's a wonderful thing. God gives us wisdom and knowledge, and you have the protocol, and you didn't go bear hunting with no switch. It's a wonderful thing, Sammy. So we'll be looking forward, to even more. Yeah. But that is so awesome. I hope people always, everyone continue to take notes because Sammy shared a lot of love, you know, and in taking this time, we really do appreciate that. 30 pounds. I'm like, okay, I'm see here. Remember that, everybody. 30 pounds. Praise the Lord. Okay. Now then, Novelet. Wait a minute, we just bubbling over with testimonies on this evening. What's Novelet
Well,
has to share
yeah,
this evening?
I figure I might as well chime in since everyone seems to be on a roll. I love Sammy's testimony.
Yes.
Absolutely love it. But when she was talking about the dishwashing detergent, I'm not sure if I had shared this, that I use that dishwashing detergent to wash my car. I don't think I've shared this one before. Do you
Yes.
remember me? I did?
Yeah. Well, no, no, not washing the car, but the windshield wipers.
Oh, yes. Well,
Right.
okay, I'll go ahead and share it anyway, just in case for
Right.
you guys, if you're not aware. Use it and wash your car, especially that windshield. Wash your windshield with it and your windshield wiper blade, because I thought I needed to replace my blades. Whenever I wash my car, I always pull my wipers up and I clean the blade. Well, nothing ever changed until I used the Atami dishwashing detergent. And I was getting ready to go to the store and replace my blades. Well, lo and behold, I washed the car. I scrubbed those blades really well. And then it rained the following day. You know, I was not happy after washing the car and going through all that work. But as the blades are going by, I go, huh, it's nice and smooth as if I just put on a brand new blade. So I realized I didn't need to replace the blades. I just really needed a good cleaning from the buildup. And I normally clean it, as I said, but it never came off until I used that dishwashing detergent. So guys, use it, wash your car, and your car looks so nice and clean. The shine that dishwashing detergent gives your car is unbelievable. But your blades, it makes them brand new. So I'm telling you,
Well,
the different things we can use these products for is just unbelievable as we use them. So that's it.
indeed, indeed. And everybody remember this. That dishwashing liquid, when you're using chemicals, a lot of times when you're not wearing grand gloves, you get it on your skin. See, and ours is safe if you get it on your skin. I mean, so therefore we're cleaning, we're doing a great job, it's doing a great job, and we're not damaging our kidney, our liver through any type of, because everything is plant based. So it reflects not only on our outer but our inner man. We're not absorbing anything bad into our body. So it's a wonderful thing. That's why we had someone about 3 weeks ago said that, oh, that's my new bubble bath. Your new bubble bath. Awesome. I'm sure there might be some others that have tried that have did the bubble bath thing. Indeed, definitely. So praise the Lord, from whom all blessing come. Maria Woodson. Hey, Maria.
Hey, Pastor Strozer, how are
Hey,
you
hey,
doing?
very
Hey,
well indeed.
oh, okay. I wanted to ask Sammy, how long did he say his regimen was for the 30-pound weight loss?
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. I began with the hemohim in the first of the month of June, and I started adding the other items. And I'm going to say about 3 months ago is when I began with the apple phenon jelly stick, because I found out that through watching one of these webinars, Zoom meetings, that it reduces the fat around your internal organs. And that's very important because you don't always see that. I mean, your body bulks up, but you don't see that the fat is around your internal organs, and that's a dangerous condition to have. And so I am a big believer in nutritional health. I was buying products from 4 or 5 other companies. And when I saw, after purchasing my Hemohim through Atomy, which one of our team members calls Oh My, and they had all the products that I was already taking, the omega-3s, the spirulina. And so I'm surrounded right now in my office by all my nutritional products. And I just have been adding to it as I go. But I would say at least in the last 3 months, I've been on that strict regimen. But I started with the Hemohim and taken 6 of those a day, every day since the 1st of June.
Oh, okay, thank you. So you did the apple phenom for 3 months. And, you know, I realized because I have something called Fitbit, which is like a computerized scale that you get on, and it tells you everything about yourself, including how much visceral fat that you have. And I think you're supposed to have like under 10 or something like that. And mine was much higher. So, if you don't have one of those scales, try to see if you can find one of those scales, everybody, because it'll tell you all kinds of stuff about yourself, and you can find out how much visceral fat you have around your organs. So, but thank you, Sammy. I wanted to know that because I'm trying to lose weight too, as always. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, fantastic.
Could I
Fantastic.
Did
ask
she
Sammy
say the
to go
name
over
of
his
that scale
protocol?
again? Oh, it's called Fitbit, and what it is, it's an app where you buy the scale, like you can order it from Amazon, and then you just step on it with your phone. You upload the app to your phone, and then when you step on the scale, it calibrates everything. Your body mass index, everything, how much fat, how much bone. So another thing too, that you can really check your calcium, levels and stuff on there too. It does about 10 different things. And it also tells you your we have a chronological age, but it also tells you your metabolic age, how old you really are on the inside of your body. So yeah, I would recommend that. Matter of fact, I need to start putting it on my social media so I can, and partner with Amazon so I can get paid for advertising it.
You go, girl. Yeah, put that in the chat just in case somebody would want to look back at it.
Okay.
That, you know,
And could the gentleman just go over his protocol? I know he has the Hong Sung Dong, the apple phenol, the hemohim, vitamin C, ginseng, omega-3, but was he taking the spirulina as well to
no,
reduce food?
no, not the spirulina. And I believe,
And
let me
what was
see,
the
no.
currency protocol?
Um, right. Okay, say what you have. What are the notes that you have now?
Okay, I don't know how many apple phenols he take.
2 a day,
2. Okay.
lunchtime and before bed.
Okay, I usually eat it as almost like a snack. The Han San Dung, how much you take of that?
Well, I'm currently just doing it in the morning, but I believe that I'm going to up that to at least 2 times a day.
Okay, and I know you do 6 a day, the hemohim. And are you doing the 500 or the other amount for the vitamin C?
Okay, in the morning when I make my little cocktail so I can get the bitter melon down without too much bad taste, I use the high strength vitamin C 2000. But during the day, after every delicious sachet of hemohim, I consume one color vitamin C to make the medicine go down.
Or you mean the 500 milligrams?
Yeah.
Okay, and what was the nasty thing you said you take? You had to
The
take that too?
hemohim, it's got such a wonderful taste, and anybody
No, no,
that's
no,
taken it will tell
you
you
said
that.
there's
It's
something
made from
else.
herbs and roots, and it tastes like roots.
Mm. Okay, and how many ginsengs and omegas?
Okay, the omega-3s, I take 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening. I try to take those about 12 hours apart.
Okay.
The ginseng is once in the morning, but it's going to go from once in the morning to twice a day.
And that helped.
Right after this meeting, there'll be another one consumed.
So that right there helped you to drop 30 pounds?
Well, I just do that as a nutritional regimen, and I went from 196 on the scales to 166. I'm
Wow.
just, that's all I'm doing different, so I have to give the credit to somebody.
Okay, and you don't take spirulina for
Oh,
that
I
issue?
do. I've been taking spirulina for 10 or 15 years, and I
Uh-huh.
switched to the Atomy brand when I joined Atomy.
Right. Okay. Well, all right. Then I think I got the protocols to help out for him to lose weight, and I need to lose some too, because I still have a stomach, even though I suck down the apple phenon like candy sometimes, 3, 4 a
Good,
day.
isn't it? And if you haven't tried the Atomy pomegranate beauty, I eat that right after I eat my apple phenon. It is delicious, and it makes your skin soft from the inside out.
Okay. The pomegranate. All right. Thank you.
Indeed. With all that nutritional support, hey, you just ate everything. You had your meals. Indeed. Okay. It's interesting because there was something I wanted to show on this evening, and it started out with weight loss. So I have to show this on this evening. So everybody sit tight and continue in the blessings.
When I tell you that um, my doctor has even been surprised by results and didn't know what I was taking. I was taking the apple, what is it? Apple phenon. Okay, then I
Yes,
want to make sure I say it correctly. The apple phenon.
you got
Um,
it.
Within the first 8 weeks, I lost between 12 and 15 pounds. I had gone into the doctor and discovered that I had an elevated A1C. This was a direct result of me going through COVID-19 when it first came out and being a long hauler. It had done some damage to not only my immune system, but my ability to process insulin through my pancreas. And so we couldn't figure out, I wasn't quite diabetic, but I was at a place where I could not lose any weight. It was unheard of. I mean, I just couldn't, no matter what I did. I had done the keto. I had been intermediate fasting, and I had never, ever, ever in my life had an issue with weight. And when I tell you this product changed everything, not only just the weight, but I was able to begin back exercising. I was not tired anymore. So what my husband and I did is we said, okay, if this is working, let's go for the vitamin D. He is a supplement person, so he'd always use supplements. There's nothing like the vitamin D that he and I are now taking. And we said, okay, it's time to convert our life. And we are also just so pleased with the ethics of this company. Atomy encompasses everything that we believe in. It's integrity. It's caring about people's health, because we have been on the other end of doctors wanting to treat things. But Atomy stands by their product and it works. And we've shared so much with others that we're just absolutely excited. But I'm going to tell you something else. My powerhouse, and it was just delivered today, my most recent package, is my noni juice. My noni juice helps keep us daily. So when I tell you, I have been sharing this. I am a board certified licensed esthetician as well. And I do health and wellness with my customers or my clients. And I tell them, it's not just about the skin, but you need to take care of your whole body. I am promoting these products because it has changed our own lives, and they know how I am about integrity. So if it's working for us, we're definitely going to share it. So thank you all for everything. And we are very grateful for finding this company.
Thank you very, very much. Okay, for sharing on this evening. That was powerful. Well, I tell you, we had two powerful, and I hope y'all still taking notes. I tell you, we learned from these testimonies. That's how a lot of times we come up with the health packages and these protocols. We learn. You know, we want that which is worth. Even our doctors, they learn. A lot of these things make their eyes, rise up. Isn't that right, Dr. Joy?
That is correct, Pastor.
it,
Yes,
it,
yes,
it,
yes. So we're over here in the Oval Office right now. And I'm getting excited just listening to these wonderful testimonies and seeing how can we reach more people by making it easy to do one thing, help them to analyze why may they need Atomy, you know, and some of these products? Because sometimes we could get, you know, a little thinking that we wouldn't know what a person would need, you know, like, you know, what is, so you, I kind of tend to start with, you know, what would you like to change about your health, you know? But the main thing when disease has started into these bodies, any kind of discomfort, and you've gotten that prescription written to you, then we know the first opening cause of disease is usually, it all starts in that gut. And so then if we could start cleaning the body, starting with that gut. So it's not like you need to think, second guess yourself as to how you could really help a person. And so then I was getting really kind of sunstruck over the fact of, you know, estheticians, they get caught up on the skin because your skin is like your largest organ, but we don't tend to keep it clean. And usually we haven't been using soap that would unplug all those pores. And so then if we could get to that right skin cleansing products. So we've got all those facial, but we got body cleansers too. And now we can detox these bodies, keep the toxins going out through the colon, through the skin, through the kidneys. Oh my goodness. And you couldn't help but feel better. So we just want you to know then the first thing you got to look at is detoxing through those areas. And that's what makes Atomy so attractive, because we've got both of those areas covered. And then you start looking further, right? So we want to see if anybody have questions, whether they've questioned themselves about some of the protocols. Because if you get out there jammed up one day and thought that, oh my, this person needs a protocol, but there's not a protocol with that particular disease on it, that name on it. And you may have to start writing a protocol for them. So, you know, the first thing you do is do the detoxing and cleansing part. Okay. Then you got to move around to how do you stay cleansing and detoxing. So let's just name some of those products. Okay. So the first thing you want to do every morning from like the time you get up till noon, the body is wanting to detox. So what are some of our products? Probiotics. That's what you could do first thing. But even before that, just get them to drink water. But probiotics, stomach health, okay, psyllium husk. Oh yeah, those are some wonderful ones. And just so you can stay detoxing kind of all over in that area, you want to help your kidneys, bladder out. They even have a women probiotics for, you know, down there and the bladder, you know. And so we don't forget that one. And so, so now that we starting to use those, and let me tell you, just in case you wouldn't have one of those on you, but there's likely you would have this other one right there available. It's that vitamin C, 2,000 milligrams. It will never fail you. You could ask them to take 2,000, 1 pack, 2 packs, 3 packs, 4 packs a day, even for some of the most constipated people we know. Usually 2,000, that's 8,000 a day, which is still only halfway up the scale to where our tolerance level is. So don't be afraid to take, you know, suggest that they're taking these if they want to start opening up and detoxing and getting all the poison and toxins out of the body, working with the timeline. See, because I always ask this question, what time of day do you start pooping? you want to be a morning pooper. And that's what's important. So you got to get up and start preparing your body to empty out waste. Okay. So, I want you to start thinking, because we're going to have a little time for asking right after we finish here. But, so then you got to think, if the body's immune system was topped off and your circulation was great, you probably wouldn't be sick here again. So, and you got, I always think I've been teaching at this natural hair school, and you got these receptor sites on your scalp, and they've got to be in good working order. It's all about that immune system, and some of the better things to help your immune system stay strong is in that D3. Oh, wow. And with hair, you got to keep the stress off of you, that B complex. And so that D3 is loaded with all those wonderful mushrooms. And then our big one is the hemo hem. Wow. So hemo hem, D3, B complex. Because you ask the average person, are you stressed about anything? Yeah, they stress. Well, okay. B3, vitamin C. So you can write a protocol yourself. And if they're eating 3 meals a day, they should be pooping 3 times. If they're not, oh no, they've got to have something to help cleanse that colon. And the first easiest thing you could get to right here in the U.S. market mall is that 2000 vitamin C. Immediately you're going to think that something changed about your whole body with that vitamin C. And you got to take the relief off your stress with the B complex. So we're just trying to help you. And then here's a couple of more you just help you with your detoxing. Cleanse that liver. Oh, with that milk thistle. Oh, that's a wonderful thing. It's like doing a overall house cleaning, spring cleaning with the milk thistle. You're getting these points for every one of these products. How do you know you've done a good job if you've kind of brought in about 4 or 5 products and your points on that order is about 200? You should be proud of yourself, because likely you've addressed what happens throughout the whole thing. If they say I have a lot of gas, a lot of bloating, you might pick up fine zymes. What is fine zyme? When you have bloating, you eat and you feel like you got acid reflux. Oh yeah, the fine zyme help you digest your food. And because you are what you eat, that you digest it. If you didn't digest the food, it was worthless. That's why we quit eating iceberg head, regular lettuce, and we slowed way down on spinach, because it slowed the digestion down as well. So we never put meat and bread together. Starches and protein do not go in the stomach together, and we shouldn't drink to dilute your digestive enzyme. You give them a couple of little hints, and then they just believe you. They know that you really care, than just selling them some products. And the products are going to work better if they didn't do those little things, like make a meat bread sandwich, and then they still stay bloated and constipated. Put your meat on your salad, okay? And leave the bread alone, because we all trying to find these skinny waistline. And that's why we get the apple phenon. And I love that purity, because it kills and wipes out your appetite. So you put all of these things in your mind and you think about them all the time. You could write a protocol anytime and stack up those points. Ideally, you would want them to have 300,000 points so they immediately could be active. And then, you could ask them then, hey, do you have a friend that you want to be healthy too? And the next thing, hey, what about a second friend, and the next thing you know, they're getting monies dropped into their bank account. And they said, oh, this feels good. You have a reason to call them up. You're going to have plenty of reasons to call them up as well, just to make sure they're taking their supplements properly that you've
Mhm.
helped them to get. And
So I'm gonna hold it up at that point. Um, because Dr.
I have,
Joy said something very important, which is, let's don't be too shy to share. Okay? Don't be
I
too
have
shy
one
to
thing.
share. Yes, Dr. Walita.
There have been several questions in the chat this evening, and I've tried to answer them. There's about 5 questions in there I've answered in the chat. So I want anybody who's interested, please open up the chat and you can copy or take a picture of what we have put there in the
Oh,
chat.
that's a great idea.
There's like 5 different ones I've been answering as we go along. So please check out the chat
Uh,
and just take a picture for your records. Energy. Somebody want to know energy? We put hemohim, noni, B complex. Okay. And then they put diabetes. It's noni, hemohim, Korean red ginseng. Gastric issues, probiotics, Finezyme, hemohim, noni, and the stomach health. You get that from the Global Mall. And then you have arthritis, the Tumacin, hemohim, noni, omega-3, and the patches. Okay. Neuropathy. We put the ginkgo natto, omega-3, Tumacin, B complex, Korean ginseng, hemohim, and noni. That's a tough one. Okay, so I just want to make you aware that, you know, and somebody said they have a kidney transplant. They want to make their kidney, they want to support their kidney, hemohim, B complex, mega C, and the ginkgo natto. So this is all in the chat. So I just wanted to let everyone know that that was there. Thank you.
Excellent suggestion. Take a picture. Take a picture. You can still write it down, but take a picture. But you can still write it down, but take a picture first, and then you can write it down. Excellent. Thank you. I tell you, Dr. William, you just a genius, just plain old genius. Take a picture of the chat. From now on, we're gonna tell people take a picture of the chat. Because a lot of times we ask the same question later on, and the answer is right there in the chat. That's a wonderful thing, and know how to connect the dots. Know how to connect the dots. You know, with your situation. Know it's in the ballpark. We might have discussed something, back pain, knee pain. Well, if you talking about pain, you know, just go back and review that which is in the ballpark. Okay. And so, and a lot of times, I'm telling you, like Rose Lee used to tell me, so that there would be no doubt, take everything. Hey, because it sounds like Tammy, it sounds like Samuel was taking everything, indeed. But a lot of us do take, a regiment like Samuel. Different things that fall throughout the day. Hey, I have a nice bag that I keep with me because certain things I take at a certain time. So in order for me not to forget it, I just take it with me. Definitely. And it's right there with me. So I'm good. Okay. So I want everybody to continue to be encouraged, and continue to share and invite. Uh, it's been a blessing on this evening. We thank God for those that have freely shared. It's been very edifying, and that's what we do. Okay, we have members of Atomy. We all are not in the same group, but we have the same compassion. We have the same heart. you know, and we thank God for the heart and compassion of our CEO, Home Park. You know, he makes sure that we are using products that are absolute quality, absolute quality, absolute quality. And that's the truth. And it's a wonderful thing because there are other companies that are out there, they don't want to give you the absolute, but they want that absolute dollar from you. But they're going to give you, just a fraction. And if Atomy can give you more, they give you more. I remember those patches was first sold with like 10 packs in there. And then they came back at a better price, and then they added one more pack in there. 11 packs of those patches. And next week, yeah, I believe we need to talk about them patches next week. So keep that in mind. Those pain patches are off the chain. Alrighty. So let's get ready to say goodnight on this evening. We appreciate everybody.
Hey,
Sherry,
Pastor Schroeder,
yes.
just want to let everybody know that we're going to be doing the skincare, body care. Love to see you in tomorrow. The address is in the chat for the Zoom. So if you'd like to join us, please do. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, everybody see that? Now you probably want to copy that because that's a link, and it's got the meeting code on there too. Okay. So you want to copy that one. You can take a picture of it because you have that meeting code that you can type in, and then the passcode you can type in, and that'll get you to it. So do both. Copy, save it to a file or whatever, but make sure you take a picture of it because that meeting code will get you where you need to go. Just fill in that and then put in the passcode. That's tomorrow night, and let's see, that's at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Alrighty. To God be the glory. Indeed. Let's get ready to say good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night, Mary.
everybody.
Good
Good night.
Have a
Good
good
night.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
That's
Good
Good
night,
night.
everybody.
Good night,
Prosperous.
Deanna.
Have a
Good
good night.
night.
Good night.
Good night.